Hello and welcome everybody, this is TP Gaming coming to you from Land Down Under. Yes, we're here at Heathrow International Airport in Melbourne, Victoria, in Australia. We got the tower right beneath us here. This one here, the second one, not the first one. This is the old one, this is the new one. We got the terminal down there, we got the GA and freight area, got some air freight here as well. And we certainly have our two runways crossing each other, for we are going to use runway 34 for all departures. We're going to push everything down here, mainly down here. Some of the heavy ones we're just probably going to push all the way down the back here. And we're going to have arrivals here on this runway. There's going to be many arrivals really. We have our schedule from PK Mega. So hello PK Mega, shout out to you. So what's Australia look like? Well, yeah, there's a pond here. Anyway, no, we're here, not much around to see, but I hope you will enjoy. So let's fly in to our terminals and have a look and have a close look. And we got our Qantas here in the back with our Q-Links, little aircrafts. We've got some heavies here, quite a few heavies really. If you think about it, look at this small New Zealand here, Qatari, and then what else we have? Oh, Xiamen Air. Okay, Japan Airlines. He's already ready to get going. You got United. Oh, look at this Fiji. Is this Fiji? Yes, it is indeed. Have a look at the nice, beautiful livery. And got another New Zealand. Going to jump across the pond. Then we have some Malaysia, Emirates. Oh, large Emirates there. Some Virgins. And we got some GAs and some cargo aircrafts here as well. Tigeros. You don't usually get these close-ups, so a little too far. So look at this. Look at the Tiger here. There you go, Tigers. And then Jetstar and Rex. And we've got some GAs in the distance. And here's an aircraft without a livery. That could be Cathay Cargo, or I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, yes, so let's have a look at this whole situation here. Again, we have our two runways, 27. We're going to use that for arrivals, 34 for departures. We have crossings here, so we need to do some perfect timing. I hope you will enjoy, so we might as well get going. We do have some wonderful new camera shots, which are going to be very interesting. That'll show us the aircrafts a lot closer than ever before. Qantas 7337, pushback approved, expect runway 27. And I have a look at this, eh? Isn't this wonderful?
27 pushback approved, Qantas 7337.
Look at this, there's the tug around. We can see the aircraft's really nice close now, being pushed. You see the other cars driving around.
Inbound runway 27.
So good fun.
Velocity 90581 request.
Okay, this is a heavy schedule. I need to get going. Japan Air 774 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Tango Victor. Oh, we don't want that. Japan Air 774 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet. That's better. It wasn't too late, hopefully.
Japan Air 774
Velocity 90581 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Velocity 90581.
So he's going to go zigzagging.
Qantas 7337 request taxi runway.
Qantas 7337 continue taxi. We quickly, very quickly, will need him to depart here on runway 27. So before all the arrivals are going to come, let's see how we are. They'll be all coming in 1 minute intervals. So there's definitely not going to be very much chance to have any departures going. So hopefully that's going to work out. I'm not sure if it will.
Ground. Velocity 90562 request pushback.
Velocity 90562 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground 34 at Juliet pushback approved. Velocity 90562.
Okay, so let's move over to our Qantas flight. And we will see that our first arrivals will be coming in from that direction. So we need to be very quick to get him on the go. because otherwise it's just going to go very, 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 very difficult. Okay, we do have some GAs so that we need to take care of. If they're going to get too slow, I may have to divert following traffic.
Ground. Velocity 90581, request taxi runway 34.
Velocity 90581, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Velocity 90581.
Japan S774 heavy, continue taxi. Oh no, he's still moving. Sorry about that. We'll just let you go for a little while there. Qantas 7337, wind is 86 at 1 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Need him to get going.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 7337. Ground. Japan Air 774 heavy, request taxi runway 34.
Japan Air 774 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground. Velocity 90562, request taxi runway 34.
Hopefully we're not going to get
taxi.
penalized
774 heavy.
for these cross runways. It's so dangerous here. Here in the danger zone. Very, very difficult airport here when you have a high volume, and usually you only have runway 34 and 16. That's the large one here for arrivals and departures. But since we have such a tight schedule, hopefully it's going to work. Velocity 90562, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Velocity 90562.
Velocity 90584, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 86 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land. Velocity 90584.
Okay, so we do have our GA here, or WSDM, and we've got a Qantas flight behind it with 1 minute in between, so we've got to keep a very close look, but I'm pretty sure we will have to ask Qantas to go around, because the speed of Qantas at 220 knots at the moment, and we got the GA at 185, and he's still got 8 miles to go. You see the distance between these two is already going really heavy. So I'm going to divert Qantas straight away. Qantas 749 enter final runway 34. We can still do that. It's still early enough. Ah, here he comes now into the game.
749 tree inbound runway 27.
Yeah, I think we're going to divert him unless no, I think it's too dangerous. Qantas 749 enter final runway 34. Qantas 749 enter final runway 34. Please.
Enter final runway 34. Qantas 749 tree.
Qantas 7337 contact departure.
Ground. Cathay 7389 heavy request pushback.
Cathay 7389 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Alpha Kilo.
Contact departure. Good day. Qantas 7337.
So we've got a big Qantas
Ground.
here.
Tree 4 via Alpha Kilo
outside.
pushback approved. Cathay 7389 heavy.
So I think that may be the way to go. I think it'll be just too dangerous to do it any differently. Because you see velocity is right behind here now. Hopefully Qantas is going to get away fast enough, quick enough. Velocity 90581. Runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, line up and wait. Velocity 90581.
Want to be safe than sorry here.
560 inbound runway 27.
Qantas 6037 heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Echo Tango Alpha.
Ground. Tree 4 via Echo Tango Alpha pushback approved. Qantas 6037 heavy. Ground. Rex 3753 request pushback.
Rex 3753 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground.
We need to get these aircrafts up in the air very, very quickly as soon as we have a gap there. So Qantas is moving down south now. And then we should be all good with the GA. Look how the GA is dramatically slowing down now at 143 knots. So it's going to be some issues there, but we can get the first Virgin up in the air. Velocity 90581, wind is 87 at 1 knots. Runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Velocity 90581.
Okay, so he'll get him up in the air quickly enough. Velocity 90562, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34, line up and wait. Velocity 90562.
So what's the
Ground.
matter with Qantas here?
Request pushback.
Cathay?
Ground.
Kathy, are you back now?
6037 heavy request taxi runway tree 4.
Okay, they're still working on it. Let's have a look and see. Yeah,
Tower,
you see the tug is still
17381
underneath it.
inbound runway 27.
Jetstar 780 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, tree 4 at Juliet, pushback approved. Jetstar
Okay,
780.
that tug is going to do some twisting and turning. And Rex, he's still moving around as well. He's not ready yet. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 05, runway 27, clear to land. Wind is 87 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 05.
Velocity 90584, taxi to terminal via Echo. So, where are we here?
Taxi to terminal via Echo. Velocity 90584.
How about
Ground.
giving
Rex
us some
3753 request taxi runway tree 4.
something wrong here? I don't know why.
Ground, Cotter 905 super request pushback.
Okay, so where are we? Velocity 90584. Okay, he's got his way to go. Qatari 905 super pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha Kilo.
Ground, tree 4 via Tango Alpha Kilo pushback approved. Cotter 905
Velocity 90562, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Yeah, we might as well get him going as well.
Runway tree 4 cleared for takeoff.
GA is
Velocity
very
90562.
slow. Japan S774 heavy, runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway tree 4 line up and wait. Japan Air 774 heavy.
Qantas 6037 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, Cathay 7389er heavy request taxi runway tree 4.
Velocity 90581, contact departure.
Continue taxi. Qantas 6037 heavy.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Velocity 90581.
Cathay 7389 heavy, continue taxi.
Tower, Jetstar 519er inbound runway 27.
Rex 3753, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Cathay 7389er heavy.
Jetstar 780, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Rex 3753.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. Jetstar 780.
Okay, Jetstar, you're not
Ground,
ready yet?
Jetstar 780 request taxi
Ah,
runway
sorry,
34.
excuse me, sir.
Ground, Tigos 421 request pushback.
Jetstar 780, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Jetstar 780.
Velocity 90560, runway 27, clear to land. Wind is 87 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land, velocity 90560.
Velocity 90562, contact departure.
Contact departure. Goodbye. Velocity 90562.
Alrighty. So, as soon as the GA has gone past, we can get Japan up in the air. Hopefully.
Ground, Cotter
To
905
get the
super
GA out of the
request
way
taxi runway
there,
tree 4.
quickly.
Tower.
How about-
Q-Link 2081 inbound runway 27.
Okay. So we should be good. We might just be able to make it. Japan has 774 heavy. Wind is 87 at 1 knots. Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Japan has 774 heavy. Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. No time for that anymore now.
Runway tree 4 cleared for takeoff. Japan Air 774 heavy.
Rex 3753. Runway 34. Line up and wait.
Runway tree 4 line up and wait. Rex 3753.
Okay, now we do have lots of arrivals here very quickly. Is Qatari ready, everybody? Anybody hear anything? Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 05 taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 05.
Okay, come on. Where's the Velocity aircraft? Okay, he's still a little bit behind. Let's have a look and see how close this is
Ground,
going to be.
177 tree heavy
We
request
do have
pushback.
our departure. There's our departure on the left-hand side. Come on. It's going to be close. Come on, get up, get up, get up, get up. Nope. Oh, so close, so close. Because it didn't, the command didn't work out in the beginning. I had to repeat it, remember, guys? Velocity, no, actually, I'm going to do this differently. Rex 3753, wind is 87 at 1 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Come on. Rex 3753, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Here we go.
Runway tree 4 cleared for takeoff. Rex 3753.
Qantas 7381, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 87 at 1 knots. Qatari 905 Super, continue taxi.
Runway 27 clear to land. Qantas 7381.
Japan S774 Heavy, contact departure.
Continue taxi, Qatari 905 Super.
Qantas 773 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Contact departure. Good day. Japan Air 774 Heavy. Ground. 34 at Juliet, pushback approved. Qantas 773
Jetstar
Heavy.
780 runway 34, line up and wait.
Ground. New Zealand 512 request pushback.
Tigos 421, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Jetstar 780.
We're going to hold them there a little bit.
Juliet, pushback approved. Tigos 421.
New Zealand 512, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground. 34 at Juliet, pushback approved. New Zealand 512.
Okay, how else are we doing here? We can do Jetstar 519, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots. Jetstar 780, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 clear to land. Jetstar 519er.
Qantas 749 runway 34, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Jetstar 780. Runway 34
Velocity
cleared to land.
90560, taxi to
17493.
terminal via Echo.
Tower, Rex 3473 inbound runway 27.
Taxi to terminal via Echo, velocity 90560.
Qantas 7381, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Ground. United 2855 heavy request pushback. Taxi to terminal by Echo. Qantas 7381.
Qantas 749 he's got his okay.
Qantas 773 heavy request taxi runway 34.
So it's going to be
Ground.
tight here
New Zealand
again.
512 request taxi runway 34.
Jetstar should be a
Ground.
lot
Tigos
faster.
421 request taxi runway 34.
How are we doing down here? There's our Qantas flight coming in. Let's have a look and see our Jetstar. Is he going to be okay from the side with the other arrivals? Okay, we've managed this time. Q-Link 2081, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land. Q-Link 2081.
Velocity 90584, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Velocity 90584. Ground. Velocity 269er request pushback. Tower.
Alright.
Cathay 22 heavy inbound runway 27.
So where else are we going? Tigos 421, continue taxi. New Zealand 5127, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
New Zealand
Tigos
512,
421.
continue taxi.
Say again.
Qantas
New Zealand
773
512.
heavy, continue taxi. Cathay 7389 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait. Jetstar 519 taxi to terminal via Echo.
Continue taxi. New Zealand 512. Continue taxi.
Rex.
Qantas 773 heavy.
Rex 3753, contact departure.
Runway 34
Jetstar 780, contact departure.
9er heavy.
Taxi to terminal via Echo. Jetstar 519er.
Contact departure. Good day. Rex 3753.
Tigos 421, hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Contact departure. Good day.
Xiamen
Jetstar
468.
780.
Qantas Freight 461 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Hold short of taxiway Alpha.
Velocity
Tigos
269 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
421. Unable pushback. Will advise when ready. Qantas Freight 461.
Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 05, continue taxi.
Ground. 34
Velocity
Juliet, pushback
90560,
approved. Velocity
hold
269er.
short of taxiway Whiskey.
Continue taxi.
Qantas
Whiskey Sierra
7381,
Delta
hold
Mike
short of
05.
taxiway Whiskey.
Hold short of taxiway whiskey, velocity 90560.
Hold short of taxiway Whiskey. Qantas 7381. Ground.
Okay.
Qantas Freight 461 heavy request pushback.
So far,
Tower.
so good.
Velocity 684 inbound runway 27.
Apart from that one stupid mistake there. We'll get these all across so they can all
Malaysian
get in there.
148 heavy request pushback.
Malaysian 148 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo. We'll push them down there.
34 via Sierra Whiskey Kilo pushback approved. Malaysian 148 heavy.
Tigos 421, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Tigos 421.
So what's the story up the top here? Are you waiting? Are you gonna ram right into him? No, you're not. Good boy. So Qantas will have to wait there just for a little while. What do we got here? Is he moving? No. Qantas Freight 461 Heavy. Pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey. Is that working now? Yes,
Ground,
he is.
34 via Sierra Whiskey pushback approved.
Okay.
Qantas Freight 461
He's
Heavy.
going in there. He should be fast enough. He's going down there. All looking good. Looking good. And then we
Ground,
got this one here. He's going to the
2080
back.
request pushback.
Jetstar 519er, hold short of taxiway whiskey. Qlink 280,
Hold short
Qlink
taxiway
2081
whiskey.
taxi to
Jetstar
terminal
519er.
via Echo.
Taxi to terminal.
United
via
2855 heavy
Qlink
pushback approved.
2081.
Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback approved. United 2855 heavy.
Qantas 7493 taxi to terminal via Foxtrot Echo.
Ground, Velocity 269er request taxi runway 34.
Okay, this is all looking
Taxi
good.
to
Rex
terminal via Foxtrot
3473,
Echo.
runway
749er tree.
27 clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Runway
Okay,
27 clear
everybody's
to land.
across.
Rex 347 tree.
And then we'll just wait
Ground,
for one
Malaysian
more arrival.
148 heavy request taxi runway 34.
Tower, Jetstar 712 inbound runway 27.
Velocity 269, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Velocity 269er.
Malaysian 148 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, Qantas 10 super request pushback.
Qantas Freight 461 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. Malaysian 148 heavy.
Cathay 22 heavy, runway 27 clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots. So we
Unable
need...
taxi, will advise when ready. Qantas Freight 461 heavy.
Okay,
Runway
he's not
27
ready
clear
yet.
to land. Cathay
So
22
good.
heavy. Ground,
Everything's
Qantas
moving.
Freight 461 heavy request taxi runway 34.
Yeah, we will get some departures going pretty soon. We have very, very busy airport here, everybody. Very busy airport. What's the situation? Qantas Freight is not ready yet. Qantas is moving in the back there. No other ones. Where's this Qantas going to? He's going in the back there as well. So we can get Qlink out of there. Qlink 2080, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet via Tango Victor.
Ground, 34 at Juliet via Tango Victor pushback approved. Qlink 2080.
Qantas 10 Super, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Tango Alpha.
Ground, Velocity 5 heavy request pushback.
Ground, 34 via Tango Alpha pushback approved. Qantas 10 super. Tower, Romeo Golf November Tango 34 inbound runway 27.
Velocity 684, runway 27 clear to land, wind is 89 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land. Velocity 684.
Qlink 2081, hold short of taxiway whiskey.
Ground,
Qlink 2081, hold
request
short of
taxi runway
taxiway
34.
whiskey.
Hold short of taxiway whiskey. Qlink 2081.
Okay. Velocity 5 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Alpha. United 2855 heavy, continue taxi.
Ground, Tree 4 via Alpha pushback approved. Velocity 5 heavy.
Continue taxi, United 2855 heavy.
Cathay 22 heavy, hold position.
Ground, Qlink 2080 request taxi runway 34. Hold position, Cathay 22 heavy.
Oh well. Cathay 7389 heavy, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway Tree 4 cleared for takeoff. Cathay 7389
I think
heavy.
that was a mistake. Qatari 905 Super, runway 34, line up and wait. I think we're gonna get penalized here.
Runway Tree 4 line up and wait. Qatari 905 Super.
Ground, Qantas 10 super request taxi runway 34. Tower, Whiskey Sierra
Qantas
Delta
Freight
Mike 69 inbound
461
runway
heavy,
27.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Qantas Freight 461
I think I made a huge mistake, and this is exactly what happened. Velocity 684, go around.
Go around, Velocity 684.
Velocity 684, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, velocity 684.
Q-link 2081. Q-link 2081. Hold position.
Ground, Tigos 560 request pushback.
Qantas Flight 10 Super, continue taxi.
Hold position.
Qantas Flight
Q-link
10 Super,
2081.
continue taxi. Qantas 10 Super, continue taxi. Q-link 2080, continue taxi.
Say again, Qantas Freight 461 Heavy.
Jetstar 712, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 8981 knots.
Say again, Qantas Freight 461 Heavy.
Cathay 22 Heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Continue taxi, Qantas 10 Super. Continue taxi, Q-link 2080. Runway 27 clear to land, Jetstar 712. Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha, Cathay 22 Heavy.
Cathay 7389 Heavy, contact departure.
Ground, velocity 5 heavy, request taxi runway tree 4. Contact departure.
Runway
Goodbye.
712,
Cathay
Cathay
7389
22 is
heavy.
the last one.
Ground, New Zealand 468 request pushback.
I think we're not going
Tower,
to get him up in
Qantas
the air
614
either.
Heavy inbound runway 27.
Tigos 421, runway 34, line up and wait. I'm going to push
Runway
him in
34 line up
between
and
here.
wait. Tigos 421.
Tigos 560, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra Whiskey.
Ground, Tree 4 via Sierra Whiskey pushback approved. Tigos 560.
Velocity 5 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, velocity 5 heavy.
Q-link 2081, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Q-link 2081.
New Zealand 468, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground.
Cathay
34
22 Heavy,
pushback approved.
continue
New
taxi.
Zealand 468. Continue taxi, Cathay 22 Heavy.
Romeo Golf November Tango 34, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 8981 knots. Okay, so
Runway
we have
27 clear
two
to land.
GAs,
Romeo
but we
Golf
got a
November Tango
Qantas
34.
flight behind him.
Ground, PG 936 Heavy request pushback.
See, here's the Qantas there in between. It's a heavy one, and we got two GAs, so that's not going to work out. Qantas 614 Heavy, enter final runway 34.
Enter final runway 34, Qantas 614 Heavy.
Ground, Alpha 36002 request pushback.
Tower, Qantas 7360 inbound runway 27.
Tigos 421, wind is 8981 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Tigos 421.
New Zealand 512, runway 34, line up and wait. We've just got to push a couple of aircrafts in
Runway
between
34,
here.
line
It's
up
not
and wait.
working at
New
the
Zealand
moment. We
512.
just got two tight arrivals here, but we will have one behind those next two GAs. Jetstar 712, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Ground, Tigos 560 request taxi runway 34.
Fiji 936 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Taxi to terminal by Echo Alpha, Jetstar 712. Ground, 34 pushback approved, PG 936 Heavy.
New Zealand 468, continue taxi.
Ground, New Zealand 468 request taxi runway 34. Continue taxi, New Zealand 468. Ground, Giant 537 Heavy request pushback.
Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69, our runway 27, clear to land, wind is 8981 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
Okay, see if we can get this organized somehow. It's so difficult. Tigos 560, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Tigos 560.
Tigos 421, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Tigos 421. Tower, Sri Lankan 604 Heavy inbound runway 27.
Cathay 22 Heavy, hold short of taxiway Whiskey.
Ground, Qantas 7454 request pushback.
Qantas 7454, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback approved, Qantas 7454.
So we got our first GA coming in, then the second one, and then we can hopefully get a couple of departures in between there. We're struggling here with our departures. It's just such a tight, so tight here. Alpha 36002, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Juliet pushback approved. Alpha 36002.
Okay.
Ground, PG 9er 36 Heavy request taxi runway 34.
Fiji 936 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, PG 9er 36 Heavy.
Cathay 22 Heavy. No, we're going to hold you there for just a little while. It's just going to take too long.
Velocity 9er 563 request pushback.
Velocity 9er 563 pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback.
This is so
approved. Velocity 9er
difficult
563.
here at Melbourne when the arrivals are so tight and they just take so long to depart.
Tower,
Romeo Golf
Giant
November
236
Tango 34
heavy
taxi to
inbound
terminal
runway
via
27.
Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha. Romeo Golf November Tango 34.
Qantas 7360 runway 27 clear to land, wind is 89 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land. Qantas 7360.
He's just taking
Ground.
forever
Qantas
to get
7454
down.
request taxi runway 34.
Alpha 36002 continue taxi.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. Alpha 3600.
Giant 537 Heavy pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra.
Ground. Alpha 36002 request taxi runway 34.
Alpha 36002 continue taxi.
Ground. 34 via Sierra pushback approved. Giant 537 Heavy.
Come on,
Continue
get
taxi.
across
Alpha
there.
36002.
Ground. New Zealand 126 Heavy request pushback.
New Zealand 512, wind is 89 at 1 knots, runway 34 clear to takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. New Zealand 512. Ground. Velocity 9er 563 request taxi runway 34.
Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69er taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69.
Giant 537 Heavy, continue taxi.
Unable taxi. Will advise when ready. Giant 537
You
Heavy.
can't taxi because there's still a truck there underneath them.
Tower.
Now it's
Velocity
working.
684 inbound runway 27.
Cathay 22 Heavy, continue taxi. Jetstar 712, hold short of taxiway Whiskey.
Continue taxi.
Romeo
Cathay
Golf
22
November Tango 34, hold short of taxiway Whiskey.
Hold short of taxiway Whiskey. Jetstar 712.
New Zealand 126 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 34.
Hold short of taxiway Whiskey.
Velocity
Romeo Golf November
9563,
Tango 34.
continue taxi.
Ground.
Rex
34
3472, pushback
New
approved,
Zealand
expect
126
runway 34 at Juliet. Qantas 7454, pushback approved, expect runway 27.
Continue taxi. Velocity 9er 563.
New Zealand 512, contact departure.
Unable pushback. Will advise when ready. Rex 3472.
Sri Lankan 604 Heavy, runway 27 clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Ground. 27 pushback approved. Qantas 7454. Contact departure. Good day. New Zealand 512.
Oh, this is just
Runway
so
27 clear to land.
difficult to
Sri
get
Lankan
gaps here.
604 Heavy. Ground.
Romeo Golf
Rex
November Tango
3472 request
34, hold
pushback.
position.
Hold position. Romeo Golf November Tango 34.
Qatari 905 Super, wind is 88 at 1 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Qatari 905 Super.
Ground. Giant 537 Heavy request taxi runway 34. Ground.
Qantas 6037 Heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Qantas 6037 Heavy.
Tower. Jetstar 775 inbound runway 27.
So difficult. Hopefully I'll be able to get one more
Ground.
departure
New Zealand 126
going in
Heavy request
between.
Taxi runway 34.
New Zealand 126 Heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi. New Zealand 126 Heavy.
Giant 2368 Heavy, runway 27 clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots. Wow, look at this, everybody. This
Runway
is so
27 clear
much.
to
I'm
land.
just going
Giant
to see if
2368
I can
Heavy.
make this a little bit smaller.
Emirates
It's
404 Super request
chock-a-block.
pushback.
Incredible how full it is. Qantas 7360 taxi to terminal via Echo. And another penalty. No. Qantas 7360, taxi to terminal via Echo. Oh, that was
Taxi to
close.
terminal by Echo. Qantas 7360.
Qantas 6037 heavy. Wind is 88 at 1 knots. Runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 6037 heavy.
Qantas 614 heavy. Runway 34 cleared to land. Wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Runway 34 cleared to land. Qantas 614 heavy.
Qatari 905 Super. Contact departure.
Tower, New Zealand 123 heavy inbound runway 27.
Contact departure. Good day. Qatari 905 Super.
So a Qantas flight should be able to get up before Giant comes in. CMN 14 heavy, pushback approved. CMN Air 14 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 34.
Say again, Simon Air 14 heavy.
Okay,
Ground,
come on.
34 pushback approved.
Come on, Qantas.
Simon Air 14 heavy.
Off you go, up you go, up you go. Velocity 684, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots. We got these
Runway
heavies here
27
out of the
cleared to
way.
land. Velocity 684.
And he is gone by. Yes, then see how close it is, everybody. So close. Malaysian 604. What am I saying? Sri Lankan 604 heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo Papa.
Taxi to terminal by Echo Papa, Sri Lankan 604
Emirates
heavy.
404 Super, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 via Sierra.
Ground, 34 by Sierra pushback approved. Emirates 404 Super.
Qantas 6037 heavy, contact departure.
Tower, Rex 3754 inbound runway 27.
Romeo Golf November Tango, continue taxi.
Contact departure.
Romeo
Good day.
Golf November
Qantas
Tango 34,
6037
continue
heavy.
taxi. Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69er, hold short of taxiway whiskey.
Continue taxi, Romeo Golf November Tango 34.
Qantas 7360, hold short of taxiway whiskey. I know what I'm
Hold short
doing.
of
I know
taxiway
I'm
whiskey.
crossing
Whiskey
these.
Sierra Delta Mike 69.
Even
Hold
though
short
there's
of
an
taxiway
arrival
whiskey.
coming in, but
Qantas
we shall not
7360.
get penalized for that. Giant 2368 heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha. Giant 2368 heavy.
Jetstar 775, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Jetstar 775.
So, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We've got so many departures. Qantas 773 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Ground, Simon Air 14 heavy request
Malaysia
taxi runway
148
34.
heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Unable to comply, Jetstar 775.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Malaysian 148 heavy.
Qantas 7360, hold position.
Ground, Emirates 404 Super request taxi runway 34. Hold position, Qantas 7360.
Qantas 614 heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Taxi to terminal by Echo, Qantas 614 heavy.
Qantas 7360, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Qantas 7360.
Emirates 404 Super, continue taxi.
Continue taxi.
Giant
Emirates
537
404
heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Giant 537 heavy.
Oh, I think we're not going to get him past there. And we immediately got penalized for it. Rex 3472, pushback approved. Expect runway 34 at Juliet.
Ground, 34 at Juliet pushback.
CMN
approved.
14
Rex
heavy,
3472.
continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Simon
Sri
Air 14
Lankan
heavy.
604 heavy, hold short of taxiway whiskey.
Hold short of taxiway whiskey, Sri Lankan 604 heavy.
Sri Lankan 604 heavy, well, then we'll hold you there. New Zealand 123 heavy, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 88 at 1 knots. Malaysian 148 heavy, wind is 88 at 1 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared to land, New Zealand 123 heavy.
Zeaman for no.
Runway
Qantas Freight 461 heavy, runway 24, line up and wait.
Heavy.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Qantas Freight 461
Jetstar 775 taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha, Jetstar 775.
Rex 3754, runway 27, clear to land, wind is 87 at 1 knots. Velocity 684 taxi to terminal via Echo Papa.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Rex 3754.
Rex 3472, continue taxi.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Papa.
Qantas 773 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Unable taxi, will advise when ready, Rex 3472. Runway 34 line up and wait, Qantas 773 heavy. Ground, Rex 3472 request taxi runway 34.
So we do have our final arrival, so we can start getting all these aircrafts out. But not before we get penalized, of course. Oh man. All of a sudden they found the speedometer button. Rex 3472, continue taxi. My timing is horrible today.
Continue taxi, Rex 3472.
Can we do another departure? We may. Qantas 773 heavy. Wind is 87 at 1 knots. Runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 773 heavy.
Malaysian 148 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure. Good day. Malaysian 148 heavy.
Qantas 7454, runway 27, line up and wait behind next landing aircraft.
Runway 27 line up and wait behind next landing aircraft. Qantas 7454.
This is what we got penalized for. Another one of these assholes that feel like why not run into the next one? Giant 537 heavy, hold position.
Hold position, Giant
They
537.
certainly do not take any care of each other at all. Sri Lankan 604 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Sri Lankan 604 heavy.
New Zealand 123 heavy, taxi to terminal via Alpha, Tango 1.
Taxi to terminal via Alpha Tango 1, New Zealand 123 heavy. Unable taxi, request detailed taxi instructions, New Zealand 123
New
heavy.
Zealand 123 heavy, taxi to terminal via Echo.
Taxi to terminal via Echo, New Zealand 123 heavy.
Giant 2368 heavy, hold short of taxiway whiskey. Jetstar 775, hold short of taxiway whiskey.
Hold short of taxiway whiskey. Giant
We've
2368
got
heavy.
another
Hold short of
accident
taxiway
here.
whiskey, Jetstar 775.
So at this airport, they don't care one tiny bit of each other, do they? Incredible. Simply incredible. Velocity 684, hold short of taxiway whiskey.
Hold short of
Qantas
taxiway
773 heavy,
Velocity
contact departure.
684.
This has
Contact
been
departure.
a horrible
Good day.
display.
Qantas 773 heavy.
Velocity 269, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait. Velocity 269.
Incredible, this airport. There is just no stopping at all. Qantas 7454. We can't even do that because we're going to get penalized again. So frustrating. Rex 3754, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Qantas
Rex
7454, wind is 87 at 1 knots, runway 27 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff. Qantas 7454.
And we're going to have 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 departures coming after this one here. Oh, amazing. Let's see if we can get them out quickly here. This is certainly not easy. Velocity 269er, wind is 87 at 1 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, velocity 269er. Tower, Mike Delta Sierra Uniform November inbound runway 27.
Got another GA coming in as well. Where's that one come from? Qantas 7454, contact departure. Qantas Freight 461 Heavy.
Contact departure, good day, Qantas 7454.
Come on, up you go. We've got all so many heavies and they just need so much room here. Qantas Freight 461 Heavy, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Qantas Freight 461 Heavy.
Velocity 5 Heavy, continue. Velocity 5 Heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Say again, velocity 5 heavy.
United 2855 Heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, velocity 5 heavy.
Nice new
Runway
livery
34
from
line up and
United
wait.
here.
United 2855
Velocity
Heavy.
269er, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, velocity 269er.
Just got to wait for these, we need to get these departures up in the air, and when the two GAs come in we will definitely have to wait a lot longer until we can finally get these up in the air. Heavies, heavies, heavies. United 2855 Heavy, wind is 86 at 1 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, United 2855 Heavy. Tower, Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89 inbound runway 27.
Incredible. Qantas Freight 461 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, goodbye, Qantas Freight 461 Heavy.
Let's go to Q-Link here. We'll do another departure here quickly. Hopefully United will be up very soon. Where are you? Getting there. Nice close shot here. Velocity 5 Heavy, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, velocity 5 heavy.
Qantas 10 Super, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Qantas 10 Super.
Mike Delta Sierra Uniform November, runway 27 clear to land, wind is 86 at 1 knots. Q-Link 2080, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 27
Q-Link
cleared to
2080,
land.
runway
Mike Delta
34,
Sierra
line up
Uniform
and wait.
November. Runway 34 line up and wait, Q-Link 2080.
Come on, camera, get there. What is going on here? Look at all the aircrafts in the back there, all waiting to leave. Whew. United 2855 Heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, United 2855 Heavy.
Q-Link 2080, wind is 86 at 1 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Q-Link 2080.
New Zealand 468, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, New Zealand 468.
These others will still have to wait there a little while, because once we do have the arrival in there, we can finally risk it. Velocity 5 Heavy, contact departure. Then we'll across them in a couple of
Contact
seconds.
departure. Good
when
day.
mid
Velocity
sun
5 heavy.
is down. Giant 537 heavy, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, Giant 537 heavy.
See if we can get the New Zealand up in the air as well, if we are fortunate. But I think he's pretty slow, it should be good. 116 knots now only. You guys can't see that. It is 114 knots. But Q-Link needs to get up in the air. And fast. New Zealand 468, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 468.
Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89, runway 27, cleared to land, wind is 86 at 1 knots.
Runway 27 cleared to land, Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89.
Okay, New Zealand up in the air. What do we have? New Zealand is a... Where are you? Okay, it's a 320 Nero. I think they start very fast. Q-Link 2080, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Q-Link 2080.
New Zealand 123 heavy, continue taxi. Rex 3754, hold short of taxiway Whiskey.
Continue taxi, New Zealand 123 heavy. Hold short of taxiway Whiskey, Rex 3754.
Alpha 36002, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Alpha 36002.
Okay, now this is pretty much all we can do at the moment. New Zealand 468, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, New Zealand 468.
Get everyone across there. And then all we have to do is just get the bottom row down and gone. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we can speed things up just a little bit here. This is already almost an hour. It's not supposed to go this long. So Alpha 36002, wind is 86 at 1 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Alpha
Velocity
36002.
90563, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line
Mike
up
Delta
and wait,
Sierra,
Velocity
uniform,
90563.
November, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha.
Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha, Mike Delta Sierra uniform November.
Up you go. Come on, come on, come on. Get up, get up, get up. Yep. Got it. Velocity 90563, wind is 86 at 1 knots. Runway 34, cleared, 4, takeoff. And off you
Runway
go.
34 cleared for takeoff, velocity 90563.
Alpha 36002, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Alpha 36002.
Okay, now finally we can get them all gone quickly and fast. Very frustrating schedule. Well done, PK Mega, for this frustrating schedule. No problem. Qantas right 10 Super. Qantas 10 Super, wind is 85 at 1 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Fiji 936 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Qantas 10 Super.
Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89, taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha Juliet Sierra Whiskey.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Fiji 936 heavy. Taxi to terminal via Echo Alpha Juliet Sierra Whiskey, Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89.
Velocity 90563, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, velocity 90563.
Fiji 936 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Fiji 936 heavy.
New Zealand 126 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, New Zealand 126 heavy.
Qantas 10 Super, contact departure. How are we doing? Actually, we got
Contact departure. Good day,
13:23.
Qantas 10 Super.
Ooh, 29 minutes. Yeah, 29, 28 minutes. That is way too long. Way too long. Sorry, folks. New Zealand 126 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 34, cleared for takeoff. Sailman 14 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, New Zealand 126 heavy. Runway 34 line up and wait, Xiamen Air 14 heavy.
Fiji 936 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Fiji 936
Mike
heavy.
Delta Sierra Uniform November, continue taxi. Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89, hold short of taxiway Mike.
Continue taxi, Mike Delta Sierra
Just get
Uniform
these
November.
two across
Hold short of taxiway Mike, Bravo Whiskey Juliet 89.
quickly. And then have those last three departures. New Zealand 126 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, New Zealand 126 heavy.
Come on, get across, get across. Very good. CMN 14 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 34, clear to takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Xiamen Air 14 heavy.
Giant 537 heavy, runway 34, line up and wait.
Runway 34 line up and wait, Giant 537 heavy.
Those last two big ones. We got a big super in the end. Giant 537 heavy, wind is 85 at 2 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff. Emirates 404 Super, runway 34 line up and wait.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Giant 537 heavy. Runway 34 line up and wait, Emirates 404 Super. Ground, Whiskey Sierra Delta Mike 69 request pushback.
We'll get some nice shots here with a terminal in the back. Just a little small compensation for how bad it went so far. Emirates 404 Super. Wind is 84 at 2 knots, runway 34 cleared for takeoff.
Runway 34 cleared for takeoff, Emirates 404 Super.
CMN 14 heavy, contact departure. Giant 537 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Xiamen Air 14 heavy.
Giant 537 heavy, contact departure.
Contact departure, good day, Giant 537 heavy.
Emirates 404, contact departure. Emirates 404 Super, contact departure. Okay,
Say
that's
again,
it.
Emirates 404 Super.
No, all good.
Contact departure, good day, Emirates 404 Super.
Okay, everybody, this, yes, unfortunately didn't work out as good as I was hoping it would be. There was just lots of traffic grounds and everything was just lit up here. You just had purple everywhere, so nobody could see anything. That was horrible. Then we had accidents everywhere of pilots not waiting for the other ones. So that's very unfortunate as well. I'm very sorry about that. Well, it can't always go perfect, and I hope you still have enjoyed. And if you did, please help me by subscribing on your bottom right hand side. Leave a comment down below and hit the notification bell, as there are always videos coming up regularly. And yeah, next time is going to be better. I'm pretty sure it will look a lot better then. So until then, this has been another presentation of TP Gaming. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care, and all the best to you. Bye bye.